Hello everybody and welcome to Jemma's Window. If you have done the calculations in the power box below and have determined that you are a power year number 1, then you are at the right place. Yay! If you're a power year number 1, it means that you are in the month of 7 for the month of June. Now, you only have to work out your power year once per year. I'm going to work out your months for you, and I'll always let you know what month you're in, and I'll remind you about what it means. Going over those calculations quickly, okay, very quickly. Take the month of your birth and reduce it to a single digit. So if it's 12, add 1 plus 2 and you'll get 3. Do the same thing for the day of your birth. Reduce it to a single digit. Good. Add those 2 digits together, month and date. Reduce that to a single digit if you need to. Now to that single digit, add the number 3. 3 represents 2019. Okay? Even if that's a double digit, except if it's 11. Even if that's a double digit, reduce it to a single digit, and that's your power year number. So if you've gotten to 1, this is for you. Okay, ones, let's begin. Now, I have some special days for you here, and I try to do them in the beginning so I don't forget. Power year number 1, your best romantic days are the June 8th, June 17th, and June 26th. The best days for, well, they're actually your power days for the month. They're the days where you have double energy to get things done and achieve your goals. Those days are June 9th, the 18th, and the 27th. There are also good days for endings of things, days that you want to wrap something up, or days that something may be wrapped up that you've been waiting for, an ending. June 2nd, June 11th, June 20th, and June 29th, okay? Best days to look for that job. Best days to plug that new idea or ask for a raise, June 6th, June 15th, and June 24th. Okay, we are going to begin, and let's begin with looking at cards for job. If you've already got a job, what to expect, and if you're looking for a job. Then we're going to move to romance, if you're in a relationship or if you're looking for a relationship. And the third part, which is my favorite part, is when you, the viewer, will come up with a question. Come up with a specific question. Make it as specific as you can. And I'm going to ask for the best possible outcome of that question. When you make a specific question, and even when you write it down, you have given your intention to the universe, and we will get a stronger answer. So when I'm working with clients, I always will write things down as we go. They get to take it home at the end of the session, but I find that writing makes a very clear intention for us. Okay. All right, so as I shuffle, I'm going to review for you ones, what does a power year number 1 mean? And what does the month of 7 mean? Okay, now ones, something interesting about a power year 1 is that you may find that you're in a year where, you know that phrase, the cheese stands alone. Sometimes you have to step away from the crowd in a power year number 1 time frame, because you have to stand away and stand up for what you think is right, or stand up for someone else when the crowd is against them. And you have to make your mark and be clear about what your beliefs are. So it can be a tricky year as far as that goes. An exciting thing about power year number 1 is, of course, it's new beginnings. It's the time of new beginnings, fresh starts. Now, you might just be starting to plant the seeds in your power year number 1 of, you know what, I think I've made up my mind. I'm going to go all the way through to med school. Or you might actually get the new job and start the new job in the power year of number one. You might start the new relationship in power year number one, or you might come to the conclusion with your honey or by yourself that I need a commitment here. I need something new. We need to move in together. We need to move forward in a new beginning kind of way. Now, seven. The month of seven for you ones is a month where we're going to pull you back a little bit, possibly, or you're going to feel the hankering to sit back and just watch and see what's going on. Seven is more of a month to become more inward and think about what you want, where you fit into the picture of whatever you're thinking about. What's your purpose? What's your faith? What do you believe in? When you're in the year of seven, it's a whole year of who am I and what do I really believe? Where do I fit into the world? So this is a month where you are going to listen and observe and think more than you're going to be that one and stand out and go for it, okay? So let's take a look at our ones, and we're going to pull 3 cards about people who already have a job. People who are already, well, this actually, let's do it. It was upside down, so let's do it. People who have already, very nice cards, ones, okay? Where you're coming from, ones, in this month of June, is a card where you've done your homework, you've done your diligence, you've done your work at the workplace, and you are not quite where you want to be. You're not quite finished yet with where the universe wants you to be. But you have reason to celebrate because you're halfway there. You've made it halfway there. And so if I had a client and that client were saying to me, am I going to get a promotion? Should I stay where I am, or do I have to leave to move forward? I would say you can stay right where you are, but you can also put the word out there and send resumes and whatnot, or just talk to old contacts that you have or new contacts that you have about moving forward, because I can see what cards are coming up for you. So you don't have to leave, but you can reach out elsewhere to move ahead forward. Now we have a possible reprimand of some kind coming up. Now my feeling, I read cards intuitively. I have a basic meaning for the card, and then I'll touch the card or zero in for my client to see, who does the card represent? Does it represent them or someone else in their life? For you, I do feel like you're going to have possibly some kind of altercation. Now, this month of June, we've talked about this month of June is not necessarily the month for you to start the altercation, but it's the month for you to stand up for yourself, apparently, because it's saying so. I'm feeling that somebody else might come after you and have a few words for you. It can be a co-employee, it can be a boss, it can be a vendor, a client, but I feel like you're going to come out okay when this transpires, because you've got the ammunition that you need to support yourself. Coming into being for you are many opportunities at your door. This is an awesome card. Look at that. Beautiful 3 of Pentacles. All those opportunities coming to your door. That can be up to 3 different choices. That can be within the company you're in. It can be elsewhere and someplace else. So if you've got that position, that already looks really, really nice. Actually, let's take the other deck and let's shuffle for people who are looking for a job or who might be looking for improvement. Now, even if you're looking for improvement, that reading is a pretty good reading for you, and I would stick with that. If I get more information about seeking a job elsewhere, I will tell you. Now we're going to pull for people who are looking for a job. Power year number ones, you have a hankering for something new, a change, something different, and you should. Or you've already started something new. This is your year of number one. Again, that month of seven is a month where you may have already reached out to people and now you're sitting back and you're waiting for a response. Let's see, oops, what we get. All right. Now that I just bent that card, unfortunately. However, for you ones, it's a great card. And this is also, we have reverse. So when I do my reverses, to me, it means putting more emphasis on the card. I have my own meanings to cards. There are a lot of client-related stories that are connected. I do my own thing. I am a life path number one. That's what we do. So I'm going to start with the new relationship card is wherever you're at in the job process is exactly where you're supposed to be once. You're meant to be having a new relationship, a new start, the beginning of something new as far as job goes. The next card that I have is upside down, and I feel like it's a card where you may have to travel, go out of your comfort zone, go into areas that you thought, ugh, I didn't really want to, or I'm very excited to, but, you know, I live in this state and I'm thinking about that state and I'm just going to put it out there. And the card is exactly that. It's about relocation, movement of some kind, and not really being clear about what it is you're going for, or is it right, or is it even, do I really want to make this move? Yes, the card is saying it's in your energy that it's a part of where you are in your life. You're meant to stick your neck out. Yes, 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 yes. Do it, or you're going to be doing it. Coming into future is a beautiful, beautiful card. It's a Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is coming. It's either coming in or it's going out of fruition. So your Knight of Cups is most likely, more than likely, for you bringing an artistic type of opportunity your way, so that if you're a lot of fields are creative. You don't have to be painting a picture or drawing a picture to be creative. Creativeness can be creating a new life in a different place. That's very creative. So this card is meaning, and it's upside down, that you have a real opportunity to create a new existence, a new idea, a new energy, a new beginning, or be offered something. That's also what this card means. Offered something very creative, or new artistic beginning, or just plain old new beginning coming into being. So you got awesome cards. I don't have to go on and on and on and on. You've got awesome cards, okay? Let's move on. Let's move on. We'll put these cards to the side. Let's move on now to those of you who are in a relationship. So let's take a look at what's the best that we can expect for a new relationship for our ones, okay? In the month of June. Actually, no. We're not going to do that once. My mind, she just wandered for a moment. I'm back. Let's take a look at those of you who are in a relationship. For those of you who are in a relationship, that's the deck we're going to use here. We're going to take a look at what does June look like for... I'm going to start with this top card. I just want to. Okay, Major Arcana card for you. For those of you in a relationship, ooh, I feel pins and needles for you ones. Okay, ones. You're in a month of 7. You're in the month of June, which is a month of 7, and it's about sitting back and waiting. It looks to me as though you've planted the seed. Now, ones, you may have planted it months ago. But it looks to me to leave it. Leave it alone. It's still figuring out if it's going to lean this way or which way, because I have our hanged man right in the middle, and the hanged man is about being in limbo, but it's also about as long as you've created your boundaries. Let's say, for example, you've put it out there once that this long term distance relationship is too much. It's too much for you. And you've put it out there a couple months ago that one of us has to move closer, or one of us has to stop working on weekends so we can go and stay with the other one. You know, something's got to give. That's what we're talking about once. That's all you need to do. Coming into fruition, we have another strong card. It's the Hermit card, and it's about having patience. And while you wait this month of June and you don't push somebody any further, and you don't you have more patience to wait and see and give them time to absorb and see what they're going to do, you are learning. You are learning about what you're made of, what you really want, what they're made of, and what they really want. You've planted the seeds. You do not have to push at this point to get your answer. Let's wait for another time. Let's lay low for the month of June. You've done a good job, ones, in letting people know, or you will be letting them know today, end of May, very, very beginning of June, and then sit back. Okay. Do you hear what I hear? That is my dog having a dream. Do you hear? Woof, woof, over there in the corner. Okay. We're shuffling these cards once, and we're in that month of 7, and we're looking for new love, new relationships. And also cards, when we're talking about getting back together, same thing here for you. If I get more, I'll let you know. Same thing. You've let the person know what you've wanted. You want to get back together, or you haven't let them know, or you let them know in the past. Stay back, sit back, wait, and see what they do. All right, that's the advice for you for this month. And that's hard to do, but you've done a good job. Now, we are looking for, those of you who are looking for love, you are a 1, and you are looking for love in the month of June. The month of June as a 7, I will also mention for you looking for love out there. And this is important. 7 is about specializing. 7 is about focusing and specializing. And it may be a month where you've decided that I want to see only you and I want you to see only me. That is worth mentioning. That is worth saying because it's focusing in and specializing. Just want to throw that out there. Or ones, it might be, I don't like all of these different sites. I only like this one way of meeting people, and that's what I'm going to stick to. Okay, ones, that's another suggestion for the month of 7 for you. Now, this is a little up and down for those of you looking for love. There's this, I'm going to touch the card because my basic card is about fear of loss. It's fear of loss. And what I think we're talking about is that you're feeling like too much time has gone by, you're not seeing anybody, or too much time has gone by and this person hasn't called you back. What do I do? Or too much time is going by because I want to start a family and my spouse is dragging their feet. You know, what do I do? And I feel like what we have here is it's just the way that it is right now. The time is meant to be happening. I don't have you pushing. These cards are saying don't push, and your number's saying don't push. If you've planted the seed and you've been clear about what you want and you're looking for that new love, don't panic. Don't panic, don't panic. Because I'm looking at the cards around you. Now, where you're coming from, I'm seeing a lack of confidence. So, and where you're going to, I'm seeing more emotion, like guilt, or like what? You're going to call somebody back that you don't really like because you're afraid of being alone? No, 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 no. As far as looking for that new love, and the other little slight components of calling somebody back or waiting for them to call, it's not a month of movement for you. It's not a month of movement, ones. It's about being patient. Please don't rush to any decision for the wrong reason, or go on some site that's sketchy. One of my kids' words, sketchy, um, because you're feeling fear this month. Figure out who you are for this month of 7. What do you really, really want, and what is the best way to get there without confusing issues more. Okay, ones, that gives you something to think about. Now, let's pick cards for that special situation in your life. It can be job, it can be love. You can ask about the same thing, the same relationship. You can ask about something completely different. I'm shuffling these cards and I'm going to ask, what's the best possible outcome for your situation, ones, during this month of June that you can expect to happen? Let's see if there's movement. Let's see if there's not. Okay. Okay. Ooh, nice card. Okay. Let's determine what this means, because you have an awesome card. You have the Wheel of Fortune card here, and it's what's pushing you forward. It's what's pushing you forward. The Wheel of Fortune is the turn of events card. And so if you've been having bad luck, it's a card that's going to push you to have good luck. And if you've been having good luck, I even feel like in this instance, it's a card it's going to push you. It's trying to push you. But I have 2 cards that say discontentment following it. So things aren't moving quick enough for you. But I'm here to tell you in your reading today, once, that your reading is luck is changing for you, and it's going to push you, maybe not as quickly or as far as you'd like it to go, ones, but it is pushing you forward. And I want to tell you that is I'm going to actually put this out there in 2 different areas in your life. So you know how you ask a question and there's always another question in the back of your mind? That's why I stress to think of one question. Well, this is going to be one time that I'm actually saying that in a couple of different areas, and one might affect the other. It's like, well, if I don't get the job, I can't make the move I want to make, or I can't get the apartment that I want. You're right. I feel like it's a domino effect. In a couple of areas of your life, you're going to have better luck pushing you forward. You're still annoyed in the month of June that it isn't moving quick enough, but it's going to move for you. And let me tell you, next month, ones, you're in a very, very good financial month, the month of 8, in the month of July. July, August, September is your month of new beginnings. So you're on the cusp of some really good numbers coming up. So give it maybe another 1 to 3 months to start to see some real action and movement, but you're moving ahead and you're moving towards your goals. Thank you, ones. Thank you for joining me at Jemma's Window today. For your yearly readings. If you'd like to know anything more about me, hop onto my website, gemmaswindow@gmail.com. You can send me an email there. You can ask me questions or book an appointment. And besides that, if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next month, ones, when you're in the month of 8. Okay, see you later.